Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
I'm Mike.
And today, cracking open a new bottle, or a semi-new bottle, of Angel's Envy Finished Rye. Not gonna lie, totally forgot what we were doing today. I almost just went into a whole nother tangent. Big discussion going on over here before that. So this one right here comes courtesy of a super fan of the channel, Steve. Actually, him and his dad come over the other day. Had a great time. Thank you if you are watching. Immensely enjoyed myself. But they brought this bottle over when they came over because it's one of his dad's new favorites. He had it on a cruise and he's actually been liking it. So let's get through the particulars. So this is a 100 proof rye. They picked it up for $89.99. Now it's non-age stated. But the rumor is it's 6 to 7 years in a barrel, and then it's finished for another 18 months. I didn't say it was finished. It's finished in a Caribbean rum cask. This happens to be batch number 17T, bottle number 4011. So on the bottle it says handcrafted and bottled by Louisville Spirits Group in Louisville, Kentucky. But the rumor is that the distillery is actually MGP, and this is a 95.5 rye, which means 95% rye, 5% malted barley. I'm kind of excited for Mike to try this one to see what he says, because he's not a rye guy, but yeah, he is now a Scotch guy. That's what he is. So right now, but no, you have been changing. But honestly, I'll be shocked to see what you say with this one, because if I didn't read 95.5 rye on this, when we tried this the other day, and we tried many other things other than this, that's why there was some stuff on it. I'll shut my mouth. I want to see your impression of it.
He sent me a picture, and he's like,
yeah,
this is one of their new favorites. I'm like, you hate that.
No, you shouldn't say that. I don't hate Angel's Envy.
It's not your favorite.
I'm not a fan of their price tags. I do love their bottles.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of their price tags, and the fact that, like John J. Bowman bourbon finished in the port is better to me than this. It's cheaper. So I don't dislike Angel's Envy.
It is pricier than others.
There's others out there that have been cheaper that I liked better. So
you don't get a huge mint.
No, I'm curious to see, because this is a 95.5 rye.
You're almost getting like a sugary though. It's like a sugary sweet, maybe light sugary sweet mint to me.
Yep. So this is exactly what I said when I did it the other day. So no, that's why I'm trying to reel myself in, because I talk over you all the time, so I'm trying to hold it back.
Yeah, sometimes. Oh, you get the mint in the taste.
Yep.
You know what's carrying 100 proof. I'm not disappointed though. There might be.
This opened up a lot, by the way.
I was gonna say it's pretty tasty.
Oh my god, but this opened up a ton. So we did this the other day. It was a fresh crack, and there was barely any mint. There was barely any mint.
No, there's definitely mint right off in the initial taste, and now I'm getting a little more caramel-less nose with.
I need another sip, because I wasn't prepared for what just happened.
That came in pretty quick.
I'm telling you right now, and this is a testament to those people, and you're one of them, that don't believe in the fact of the fresh crack. When we cracked this was soft as a kit, and it was so sugary sweet, and the finish finishes with a nice sugary sweet, like it's a rock candy sweetness, and I attribute that to the rum.
But there's this.
There was barely any mint in this. This just punched me in the face with a mint.
Rum? Oh,
so hold on, I got to reset myself, because I wasn't expecting what I just tasted.
You're getting a definite mint in the flavor, not so much in the nose. You can't miss it in the taste. It is sweet. I'm not really getting a rum flavor though. Although
it's sugary sweetness, I guess, not the sugar cane.
So let me go back. Yep. So all the rums that we did, they were always super sweet.
Yep, they had that sugary sweetness. That's right.
Would I pick that out?
This 100% is not the bottle we tried. It might have been not even a week ago when they came over the house.
It was probably about a week, if that.
If that. A handful of days ago. This really did change. Again, this is a total different bottle than when we cracked it. This is actually, I like it better now, to be honest with you. When we tried it the other day, I was like, it's not bringing a ton of flavor. This is bringing a ton of flavor, because you are
definitely
you get that You get that sugary sweetness up front.
in the nose. Then you get the mint right off hit
On the
tip of
nose,
your
you get a
tongue.
hint of pine. I get a hint of like a maybe a juniper, like a pine tree. I get a hint of a pine tree on the nose.
I haven't seen. I've been cutting trees out the kazoo lately, so
And you're not getting the pine smell?
not really.
Like
I'm getting
when you get the
I'm
pine
getting
pitch on your
very,
fingers from
very
a-
refined sugar.
No, I 100% agree with that. And that's what I attribute the Caribbean rum. I think it's a Caribbean rum cask that it was finished in. Yeah. So it's finished in a Caribbean rum cask. And, I don't love the price. I do believe MSRP is maybe $20 less than what Steve actually paid for it. But I always see it at this price in Massachusetts when I've seen it. And this is why I've stayed away from it.
It's
Because
probably
it is
going to be a
pricey.
store pick too, if
Yeah.
so, and then it's going to be all of that.
Well, this wasn't. But
No.
this was just a straight rye.
I'm not disappointed. Only because the nose is so sweet. It's
To me-
steers you away from like the high rye. But you get a mint, but then finished by a sweetness, so kind of disguises it a little bit.
A lot, and to me, it tamps down the proof. When I guessed this, I was in the 86 range when we did it the other day by myself. Like I wasn't getting 100 proof. Like to me, it drinks that sugary sweetness
I get
really
the
brings
sparkle
it
a little
down.
bit.
You said that right off the bat. You said it was around 100. When I'm just telling you on first glance when we did it with Steve and his dad, I was way lower. He kept going, it's higher. I'm like, really? I'm like, I'm at like 86. But again, I wasn't getting a mint at all back then.
There's
It's
pretty
here
good
now.
mint here now.
Ooh, I just hit myself in the eye. I haven't done that in a while.
Not in the competitors' mint range, but
No.
it's a tolerable because it's a mint to start and then a sweetness in the end, so it kind of dampers that whole mint to me. So it's
I don't mind this at all. This is way better. I can't wait for him to come back now and try this again because this tastes way better than it did when we drank it and then we went on to different ryes and different things because his dad was like, I think I'm a rye guy, so I was trying different ryes that we have behind us, and this was our least impressive. This is Steve, so I'll be nice. This is our least impressive of all.
Sorry, Steve.
That's all right. Of all the ryes that we had that night. Like in fact. I cracked open the Noble Oak that we had, and I thought that just brought a little bit more of the flavor and the taste. Come here, bud. And stuff like that. But this is actually way better than it was the other day.
it's again in kind of a class of its own per se.
Right.
But
The only other one we have, and I can't remember, it wasn't was it Redemption that had the one with the bad corks that would crack every time I cracked them open? Do you remember the one that we did? It was finished it was a rye finished in a rum.
remember we had to fix the cork.
Yeah,
It might have been
every one of the bottles.
It might have been
every one of the bottles. It did it, and I drank it. So of course it's not here anymore. But I wish I didn't at this point, just to be able to compare it to, because I remember that was a little bit less money on it.
The mint's definitely coming through.
Yeah.
In the end, in the taste.
I mean,
Not in the nose though.
This is super solid, and again, it's a pretty bottle. You can't, the bottle wins every time. It stands out.
It does,
on the shelf.
especially once it gets lowered and you can see the
And
wings.
you can see the
back.
wings in the back, right? But
Where would you rate it?
it's funny because I get a little bit of a pine out of it. Although that's my issue. Not even factoring in. I'm just at a solid B. Like
See, I was more at it like a B minus.
yeah, see, I'm at
It's-
it's a good rye, but I know for a fact, like we had that Sagamore rye, that 8-year rye that just brought a lot more flavor. I'll be honest with you, I like the Noble Oak one that's like $20 behind me, finished in a sherry,
And
that I think brings a little more
And that's
flavor
kind of
too.
factoring in the price.
I wasn't even looking at the. I was trying not to. I'm trying to just go strictly on my taste.
So
this is a
I'm-
solid rye.
It is, but I'm still leaning towards a B minus.
But I don't know if I wouldn't pick the 12-year that I just did, the 12-year bullet that I liked. It's a 95.5 rye and it was cheaper. I think I'd like it in the same mode.
This might be kicking up a few more noses and such though.
I think it just brings more of the sugar to me.
It's definitely
You know what I
the
mean?
nose part.
Like I ended up picking that as when we just did the Battle of the Ryes. That ended up being my favorite wine because it just brought the most. I think it brought a little more oak. Like I'm not getting a lot of that with the finished in a rum cask. It kind of took away the caramel-esque, brown sugars, vanillas, the stuff you normally get from the bourbon barrels. It made it more like sugary and sweet.
So that would equate though to the rum.
100%.
Every one in rum that we've had that we've done by itself like this has been.
I agree.
Sugar.
But for my palate, I do like.
I don't know if I'm going to guess that.
I do. Well, we're not going to have to worry about it because this is Steve's bottle, anyways. But I do like the it is good for what it is. But I think that instead of adding to, I think it kind of took away that.
Well, they tried something different, and
again, it's very good for what it is. Leave a comment down below.
It's $90.
At this, that's the problem. At this price range, I would definitely get that other Sagamore we had. That 8-year Sagamore was less money. I remember that. And I know they got a bunch of them. I keep saying I'm going to get some more, and I will. But, I mean, this is good for it. That's why I said B. It's solid.
I'm
and you're not going to be
disappointed.
Yeah. But it's not going to be one we write anyways because we're not going to have it for the end of the year anyways. But, I mean, it does bring me a hint of a mint. I mean, a hint of a pine. It's like a minty pine. Like it's almost like a juniper tree. Like what you get in a gin.
I know what a juniper is.
Yeah, I know. Like it doesn't just come mint though. Like the other one was like a mint candy when you drank like Whistle Pig. This is bringing like a.
I'm getting super sugary sweetness.
It is that caramel sweetness. Like that tampers
I
down
don't
on
really.
the top
There's
of
no
it.
hint of mint coming through on my nose, but in the taste, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't miss it in the taste, but
no. Well, there you go. Again, leave a comment down below because Mike wants to reload again, and I can't do it. But if you had this, what you think of it? I mean, this is solid. I think others will beat it though. So
I better do all right.
We'll have to. Well, we won't see because this ain't even on a bottle. So there you go. This is the Angels Envy finished ride. Thank you, Steve, again for donating your bottle for review.
And Steve's dad.
And thank you for coming over. That was a lot of fun. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.